You got a couple for us here?
Yeah, KLJ May wants to be a matchmaker.
A matchmaker. That's a great business. Okay.
Keto Focus Mom wants to start a business.
Wants to start a business. Okay.
Oh, Jessie Cakes wants to do a baking business.
A baking business. I love this. See, I'm rocking.
Yeah.
I approve. This is fantastic.
Mike Garcia, I've always dreamed about being a Broadway performer.
A Broadway performer. That's fantastic.
Food and language tour business.
Oh, I love that. I love these ideas. See, I'm getting all excited about your dreams. And here's what's super cool about your dreams. Because I'm an entrepreneur and because I have fundamentally changed my life over the course of the last decade, I can sit here and listen to your dreams and go, yep, you can do that. No question. How do I know that? Well, because I've failed at businesses, because I've been super successful at businesses, because I've launched businesses in subject matters that I knew exactly this much about. Do you know that just 3 years ago we had what? Maybe even just 2.5 years ago, we had what? 2,000 Instagram followers?
Yeah, about that.
We're about to hit 1 million. I didn't know how to create videos or a YouTube channel. We just started doing it and studying it. We're going to reach 1 million subscribers in a matter of months. I mean, it is stunning. I hadn't given a speech ever 7 years ago. You're looking at the woman who was the most booked woman in the year in terms of speaking last year. I had no idea how to do that 7 years ago. So best decade ever, and you register by going to melrobbins.com best decade, or right down there on the Chiron if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, and soon to be LinkedIn. I want you to think about the next 10 years. Because when you think about your life in a 10-year time frame, your thinking will be so much more expansive and full of possibility. Because if I asked you what you wanted to change in this year, you would limit yourself to what you think you could do in a year. I want you to start by thinking about what you think you could do in 10 years. Because in 10 years, I can tell you from personal experience, your life will be unrecognizable if you have the courage to declare what you want, and if you start to put in the work to change small habits, to make forward movement, and to surround yourself with like-minded people. Those are the 3 things you need. And I've got all 3 of them covered in this new program, Best Decade Ever. Go right here, right there to sign up. So let's get to this question. And if you have any questions about the program Best Decade Ever, please, please, please put them in the comments wherever it is that you're watching this broadcast from. And we will take a couple of them, okay, at the end of this. So I love this question from Morgan because I guarantee you a lot of you have the same dream. I want to start a YouTube channel making do-it-yourself videos and sharing my story and journey about living with anxiety and depression and how I have become the person I am today. I'm scared to start working toward getting my dream job. I'm scared of it becoming a reality, but I want it more than anything. Why am I so afraid to start this YouTube channel? I love this question. How many of you have been thinking about doing more with social media? Give me a thumbs up. How many of you have been thinking about starting a YouTube channel or putting up more videos on YouTube? Give me a thumbs up.
Lots of thumbs up.
Lots of thumbs up. Guess what? Me too. This year, 2020 for me, I am going to completely level up, 10x, whatever hell word you want to use, my video strategy and our social media strategy. And so I'm right there with you. And guess what? When I think about what does it mean to 10x what we're already doing, I get scared shitless. I've been thinking about this for 9 months. I don't know how to do it. I know how to do what I'm doing now. How do you start something that you've never done? You start. That's how you do it. You start. You declare what you want, and then you start. And so I want to take Morgan's question because Morgan has the most amazing question, because here's the thing. Why you're scared to do it is different from what you can do about it. Let me say that again. Why you're scared to do it is different than what you can do about it. So I'm going to answer this question two ways. The first way is I'm going to address why you're scared, because I guarantee you the reason why is something you haven't thought about. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what you can do about it, because you can be afraid and you can do it anyway. You can be afraid and you can use the 5-second rule, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and push yourself forward. But let's talk about why you're afraid to start. Number one, you probably believe you don't deserve to be successful, or that you don't deserve to have a channel on YouTube. Who's going to listen to me? Why should I be doing something like this? Who am I to put out my story? What do I have to say? All of those self-doubt questions that become obstacles to you moving forward, to you starting, that all tells me you don't think you deserve it. That's a huge thing that blocks people just like you. The second thing is, you are so fucking concerned about what your parents or your friends are going to think. I think this is the single biggest obstacle for anybody who wants to do more on social media. You start to question, if you're not posting about your personal life, and you're not posting about your family, and you're not posting about your vacation, and you start to put out content that's different, content that's about the things you care about, content that's about your personal journey, content where you're giving people advice, content where you are stepping out of your comfort zone, the reason why you're scared to start is you're already thinking about what your stupid friends are going to think about it. It is such a shame that your dreams are on hold and being minimized because you care too much about your fucking friends and your family and what they're going to think about it. I want to change that. The other reason why, and I hear this all the time, I know I want to be successful, but I think I'm afraid of the success. This is the number one reason why you're not starting. It's not fear of success. It's not fear of failure. You're simply afraid of change. That's it. You're afraid of things that are out of your control. You're afraid of the unknown. That's all that it is. You have no idea what's going to happen if you start, and that scares the shit out of you. You have no idea whether or not people are going to like your videos, and that scares the shit out of you. You have no idea what your friends are going to say or do when you start doing this. You have no idea what your family's going to say. That scares the shit out of you. And when you really boil it down, and when you really start to get present to that fear, all you do is sit and think about when you're going to start it. That's why you're stuck. That's why I'm doing this program. Because why you're scared is different than what you can do about it. So what can you do about it? Well, first of all, you better get your ass in this program, melrobbins.com/bestdecade, because I've got you covered. We have an entire 4 weeks of programming that is free, where every day we're going to either give you a video or a live stream or a blog post or a post on social media, or we're going to give you a link to something that we've written that contains more resources. You're going to have an assignment that you can do in the workbook that goes with this, and it's going to inch you forward. You're going to learn how to dream bigger, and you're going to learn the fears that are holding you back and how to beat them. You're going to learn, once you dream bigger, an exercise that's going to train your brain to become more expansive and to be able to spot the possibilities that really are calling you forward. Then we're going to teach you how to take one big dream that really inspires you, and we're going to make that your theme for 2020. And then we're going to teach you how you can start to move forward toward your dream without changing anything in your life. And then the coolest part, in my personal opinion, you're going to be part of a private Facebook community full of people that are doing the exact same thing. It's unbelievable. You're going to log onto this Facebook group every day, and you know what you're going to see? Videos from other people in the program who are doing super cool stuff. And you know what that's going to do? That's going to inspire you. That's going to encourage you. That's going to give you the momentum and the courage that you need to do what Morgan's struggling with. Start. Because Morgan, when you get in best you get into best decade ever, and you start to see Julie over in Switzerland, and Al in India, and other people in Ukraine, and people in the United States, all uploading videos going, guess what? I went and had a meeting today with a friend of a friend who owns a bakery, and I learned all this kind of stuff, and now I know one step I can take. Or you say, have somebody go, I just put up my first video on my YouTube channel. I've started. you're going to then watch their video and go, oh my God, I need to start. I need to do the same. Hey, Chris, hold on. Chris, yeah. Could you get him out of that cage, please, hon? Thank you. Sure. This live stream is being interrupted by our crated puppy, which is why I am asking my husband to uncrate him. Anyway, why don't I take some questions? We're getting a lot of questions about whether or not this is free. Of course this is free. When you go to the landing page, you are not going to see a place for a credit card. This is not a free trial. This is not a bait and switch. This is not, once you get in and I get you in the Facebook group, now I'm going to sell you a coaching program. I don't have one. You got to come to my event. I do an event every day of the week called the Mel Robbins Show. It is free. You can watch it on television or YouTube. I'm not doing an event. There is literally no strings attached. And I know we're all cynical, and I know we're all sold to, and I know that social media feels like a giant scam at some point, but this is for real, out of service to you. And it's also selfish. Let me tell you one of the main reasons why I'm doing Best Decade Ever. I want to have the best fucking decade ever. I want to go after my biggest dreams. I want to be empowered and inspired and even more deliberate in 2020 than I was in 2019. I want to expand my thinking. I know that I'm holding myself back. And in order to get to the next level, you can't just keep doing what you've been doing. And so I'm excited for this program because I need it. That's right, Mel Robbins, I need it. I want to create the best decade. I want my biggest dreams to come true. I know that I'm limiting myself in terms of how I dream. So I'm doing this program for you and for me. And I'm not going to charge myself for it. So I'm certainly not going to charge you for it. And I also need you. I need you because when I see you going after the things that you care about, whether it's pursuing your dream of having a food tour business, or writing that book, or Morgan starting that YouTube channel, it inspires me to dream bigger. It inspires me to get started. And so that's why I'm doing this program. And that's why it's free. Because I know it's going to make a difference in your life, and that's worth more than any money you can ever pay me. And I also know that you may be struggling. And if you're struggling financially, I believe that you deserve to have somebody helping you. And I would be honored to be the person doing that by offering this program for free. I'm very lucky. I'm very fortunate. I work my fucking ass off and I'm extremely successful. And so I can afford to do this. And that's why I'm doing it. Because I get something out of it and it makes me feel empowered knowing I am helping people around the world to dream bigger and to learn something about themselves and to inspire themselves and other people as we go through this experience together. What other questions we got?
We got a really good one from Instagram.
Okay.
It was, can I do this even if I feel like I'm old? And can I be successful at 51?
Are you shitting me?
I know.
Can I do this if I feel like I'm old? And can I be successful if I'm 51? Clearly, the person that wrote this comment on Instagram has no idea that Mel Robbins is 51. So yes, you are never too old or too young to change your life or to go after your dreams. The fact that you're watching this right now means you deserve to have more. It means you want more. And I'm going to break down the simple things that you can do to think differently, the simple ways you can act differently, and I'm going to hand you a community of people that will inspire you with their actions. Because when you see, it's like watching, have you ever watched a road race, like a marathon or something, and all these runners are running by you, and you're clapping, and you're cheering, and you're high-fiving people? What always happens when you're watching other people do that? I don't care if you're having a beer or a cup of coffee, if it's raining, if it's hot, At some moment, there is something somewhere inside you that goes, I want to run that race. There are moments where you're like, I wonder what happened if I just jumped in right now with this sea of people. That kind of momentum is possible, and that's what we're going to create in this program. Because it's not just going to be you doing this course. You're going to be able to log on to a Facebook community, a private group where everything will be happening, so you will always feel connected. So yes, 51 is the perfect time. You got like 50 more years to live, so I suggest you take the time to dream about what you want to do in those 50 years.
We got another really good one from Facebook, and this is, can this work if I'm a mom? I have 2 young kids, and I'm worried about how much time it'll take.
Oh, okay, great. Can this work if I'm a mom? I have 2 young kids, and I'm worried about how much time it'll take. Excellent. Absolutely, because you can do this at your own pace. And this is not a lot of work. Every week you have one assignment. That's it. So there's things you can do in your workbook every day to kind of do a little journaling, but you only have one big assignment every week. That's it. And it's not even a big assignment. It's something that could take 10 minutes. You could put an hour into it if you want. You're not going to fall behind because you can do this at your own pace. And one of the ways that I make this program really easy is once you sign up, we basically alert you either through text or email. That's how we alert you. And when we give you an email every morning, what's going to be in it, or every afternoon, whenever it comes out, is a quick recap of what we're talking about and a link to whatever the content is, whether it's a video that we've created or a live broadcast that we did that maybe you missed. So yeah, it's perfect for you because it's super flexible. It's tiny bits of content that you can watch every day. You can watch in a chunk. You can watch it while kids are napping. You can watch it at night with a glass of wine, in the morning with a cup of coffee, because it's about you and your dreams. And I want to say something directly to the moms that are watching. Moms in particular, we are trained to pour our entire lives into other people. And too many of you write to me as your kids are getting older and tell me that you feel like you've lost yourself, that you love being a mom, that it's the greatest thing on the planet, but somewhere along the line, you have forgotten about you. You put yourself last, you don't have time for yourself, and you are scared about what you're going to do when your kids leave home. Even when you have little kids, you can start to feel like you lose your identity because everything is about your kids. This is why it is so important for every mom you know to be in Best Decade Ever. Because the best way to teach your kids how to dream is to show them as you do it for yourself. The best way to have inspired kids and courageous kids is for you as a mom to be inspired and courageous because you're doing small things to go after your dreams. And your dream, by the way, might just be that you dream about organizing your community and doing some community art project at the school, or creating a community garden. Or maybe your dream is at some point you'd like to become a yoga instructor. You don't know when, you don't know how, but that's something. Having dreams of your own is critical for your identity, for your confidence, for your productivity. It'll give you a sense of worth. And so not only is the program designed so that you can squeeze it into a busy life, it's also designed for somebody who has a busy life. Whether that means you're a mom at home who's thinking, I'd like a little more, but I don't even know what that means, or you're somebody who's working for somebody else and you have dreams, but you don't know what they are, this is a program for you. Good?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I just heard my son belch in the background, so I think that was like the final. Okay, we're out. So again, Mel Robbins here. The program starts January 6th. Registration is open. It's only been open for a day or so. 20,000 plus people have already registered for my free new program. Oh, we have had another question about, we have another program that's out there called Mindset Reset. This is a program that we did last January that's all about changing how you think. Which one should you do first? Do this one, and let me tell you why. The reason why I want you to do Best Decade Ever is because this program is going to unfold live every day, and it is the first program that we're doing for free that has a private Facebook group, and that makes it tremendously powerful. The program that we did, Mindset Reset, that hundreds of thousands of people have taken, is a self-serve course. that teaches you the science behind changing your default thought patterns. It's an amazing course. You can find the information at melrobbins.com/mindset reset, but it's there for you. We're not taking it down. You can do it at any time. I want you to have this experience because this is going to be happening in real time, and it's going to have a whole different feel in terms of impact and energy and momentum because of the private Facebook group. I think that's it. The program's free, melrobbins.com, best decade, or you can sign up right down there. This is our text number if you want to reach me via text. Yes, it is me responding. When I respond, and let's see what else. I think that's it. In case nobody else tells you, let me be the one to tell you that I love you, and I believe in you. And I believe in your dreams, and I want you to work on them, which is why I want to see you